It is a testament to the will and determination of Irish immigrants who settled in Maine. Not knowing if they would be welcomed, families unpacked their belongings, held tightly onto their memories, and began to build a new future. Brick by brick, they laid the foundation for a new Irish community.
You can imagine this building was a huge fixture in the neighborhood. There, Sunday mornings, I bet the streets were crowded. You can imagine the sea of people, walking through these doors.
It's a vessel to tell your story. Beyond everybody acknowledging that it's spectacular architecture, which is uplifting to human nature, it is the vessel for the deep and rich history of the Irish community.
This was not just a place of worship, it was a place of celebration, it was a place for the community to come together, and so many of the neighborhood residents and people in Portland have experiences with this space.
The Irish finished building St. Dominic's Church in 1893, and for decades to come it was their anchor in a very vibrant community that they were helping to grow. In 1997, the Catholic Diocese of Maine closed St. Dominic's, and the likelihood that one of Portland's most historic and cherished landmarks would be demolished was real. Just in time, with typical will and determination, the Irish American Club of Maine and a group of passionate community members approached Portland city officials and council members, who then helped negotiate a way to buy the treasured church. Maine Irish Heritage Center was established and preservation projects began, brick by brick.
The steps now are code achievable, which means they can be used, which means this magnificent entrance can now be used for events.
What struck me was the size of this building. And it's clear, you can see it in South Portland. When you come over the bridge, it's a beacon.
Just driving by this building, you have to be interested in it with the details. I mean, there isn't a spot on this building that wasn't thought of in a particular way to mean something.
It's beautiful craftsmanship.
It's a critical part of that visual story of the development of Portland.
Several major projects are now needing serious attention, including exterior restoration of the bell tower, refurbishing the grand entry, and the irreplaceable rose window, also restoring 22 priceless stained glass windows.
Things like roofing, valleys, copper gutters, repointing of masonry, really trying to mitigate and prevent damage from happening inside, or damage that's going to be really expensive to fix if let go for a long period of time.
This is a big deal. It's not just hiring a small outfit to do a little bit of repair here and there. It really demands, in order to save this important structure, it demands a large project.
It's always a conversation, it's always a priority list. It tends to start at the top and kind of work your way down. Of course, the top here is 120 feet in the air. So it's a particularly challenging environment.
The time has come to ask our neighbors and the good citizens of Maine to lend support and help us ensure that one of the state's historic beacons is preserved and that a part of our past is not erased. After all, as author John Steinbeck wrote in Grapes of Wrath, how will we know it's us without our past?
The Irish experience here in Portland was so transformative to who we are as a city here today. And we're seeing, I think, through all of the amazing work that you all are doing, that the community is really coming together to talk about their experiences and how they, in turn, have shaped Portland.
I think I connect to the energy and the love of the organization as it relates to the community and to the preservation of this great structure.
Please make a donation to our restoration fund or become a sponsor of the Maine Irish Heritage Center. We thank you.